Hi, my name is Danny Shedden, and welcome to the values section. So first big question, why are values important? Our values inform our thoughts, our words, our actions, and they also help us grow and develop through our lifetime. They help us live true to ourselves. And I think another important thing here is that they also reflect our purpose, our priorities, and our sense of meaning. That's the big thing in values, the priorities and our sense of meaning. So our individual values include things like enthusiasm, creativity, humility, and personal development, and so much more. Values are those important things and principles that just guide us in our life. There are standards that guide our actions and our judgments, and oftentimes our attitudes. So Alexander Hamilton once said, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. I want you to think about that quote for just a sec. My interpretation of this quote is meeting any problem with decency and courage. To know where you stand with the values that you define for yourself, I think is key here. Knowing where you stand. I would like you to think, where do I stand? Knowing your values let you know what you stand for and help you get clear on what you want to build your life around. Living true to yourself, like I said earlier, being genuine. When you know your core values, you can use them as the foundation for creating a happier, more authentic, and purposeful life for yourself. Having defined values assists you in getting that purpose for yourself. Like I said earlier, it helps us with becoming aligned with our genuine life and also helps us define the core values that we hold and live to them so that we can be authentic in our own lives. So here, what are our personal values? We have the three dimensions of the wellness that we talk about throughout this. So mind, body, and spirit. In my opinion, values fall directly into spirit part of the wellness spectrum. So living by your values sound easy, at least we think it does, right? Um, Later in this, you will have an exercise called What Do I Value? In this, you're going to identify your own personal values, you're going to prioritize your values, and you may find this really difficult, or you may find this really easy and feel like you're already living in alignment with yourself. The main purpose of this is to identify the values you feel like you live by, and then that will ensure that you live a more fulfilled, aligned life, like I mentioned earlier. This also allows you to feel more focused on where you're going in your life and the purpose of your life. The intention of this exercise is to start that thought process around your own personal values and how to prioritize them in your own life. And remembering that these aren't set in stone, right? Over our lifetime, values come and go that are priority to us and maybe aren't anymore. And sometimes you have a couple core values that stand true through time. And that's pretty typical with values. They stay the same and they can shift. This is all normal. The awareness allows us to do a better job to live in alignment with those big core values. And that's really what we're going to be exploring with that worksheet that we'll be going over. So values fit in perfectly with that three-dimensional, like I mentioned right here, the mind, body, and spirit. I believe that values fit directly into spiritual wellness. And this is what defines our purpose in life. This is that sense of meaning that we get in life. And I hope each of you are able to kind of see that in that exercise that I've been talking about coming up. So ask yourself, how would you define success in your own life? What makes your life worth living? Knowing your values are vital to acting in alignment with core self and minimizing internal and external conflict. So what does that look like for you? Consider these questions. And in the next exercise after this video, it'll take about 10 minutes and it's called What Do I Value? In that, like I said, you'll go down the list of a lot of different values. And you'll circle the ones that just really strike you. And I really would challenge you to lead with your heart in this exercise. I would narrow the list down to 10 most important to you. And then the difficult part comes with narrowing it down to the 4 that really align with you and placing them into the compass at the end of the exercise. So remembering, you are what you value. I have learned that as long as I hold to my beliefs and values and follow my own moral compass, then the only I need to live up to are my own. This was by Michelle Obama, and I really want to just leave you with this quote. And I hope that you find purpose in defining your core values in this next exercise. Thank you.